Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to today's show of Wizards and Wardrobes, in the Feywild of all places. Today, we have additional things as well as new things and old things and all sorts of things. There's things. So, let's start with all the things. First of all, if you're not a part of our social links, which does not have an X in it, then, please do. Go ahead and check out our Discord. It's an inclusive, safe place where you can come and learn about D&D, TTRPGs, and other roleplay games. If you want to get into a game, send me a message on Twitter and I'll get you into a game. It's as simple as that, basically. We still have a couple of spaces in the December in December. I'll also be looking for people over Christmas sometime soon, and the January season is taking shape. However, I'm still sorting out all my time slots for that. What else have we got? We've got YouTube there. YouTube, you can go and catch up on all of our shows on YouTube. We're working on that every day, continuously improving it. Any feedback, welcome. We have a Patreon. We are full-time, so we rely on your support, and as such, you can support us on Patreon. But if you can't support us on Patreon, that's fine too. You should still go and check it out, because we also have all our articles on there for free. So go and check out our articles, and if you like what you see, you know,
Looks like we got a new friend!
enjoy. We also have merch. Check out our merch, and keep an eye out for it this weekend at MCM Comic Con if you can make it there, because we'll be wearing it this weekend, MCM Comic Con. So yeah, see you there. Also, thank you very much for all of our progress towards the donation bar, which is in the bottom left. Today, hosted by our lovely assistant, Tahina. It's yeah, we're already at about 12% of our goal. With, like, you know, I'm trying to do maths on the fly, like something amount of time left. We're doing well. We're doing well. Thank you for your support. Very much appreciated. We also have sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm Publishing. Not nerd. Bird in the Storm Publishing. With an exclamation mark. There we go. Bird in the Storm Publishing. Check out their merch, but also check out their content as well, which will be joining us in January. They'll be doing between show filling slot stuff, which would be great. We also have Mage Hand Press. Mage Hand Press, you can see their 5e reskin in space called Dark Matter on Thursdays, when we play the viewer game with Alice. Which, yes, that does imply that if you want to come and play D&D in space, send me a DM, and up until December time, I might be able to get you into a game in space. That will not be available next year. So there you go. Not that their sponsorship's closing or anything. We're just going to do something. We're going to do more with it, and take it away from the viewer game. What else have we got? I don't have a competition at the minute, but we do have a winner for our competition. Congratulations to Arcanist81 if you're in chat. Arcanist81 won last month's competition of Rainbow Dice. They will be on the way shortly, like when I finish streaming today. We also have a tweet. If you guys want to head across and retweet, every 10 retweets gets us a Wild Magic Surge. And now I've not checked this out since we went live, so this could be at like, it's at 5. It's at 5. Okay, it's okay. It's at 5. It's at 5. Last thing from me, we're doing something new today. Charlie has very kindly. Actually, Charlie, do you want to do it? Charlie, you can do it. Charlie, you do it. You know the safe word and everything, the keyword. Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it. We'll
The
come to you
safe
last.
word?
Yeah, the safe word.
I think chat are going to get ideas about what I'm doing now.
Well, yeah.
So for the next couple of months until the end of our campaign, we are going to be giving away a total of 3 complete little books of Dave, which basically like a dictionary or a glossary of all of Dave's key phrases with the character who originally said them, and hopefully some inflections and little notes. And we're going to stick our character sheet in there. And if you'd like to win a little book of Dave, we'll be doing a giveaway, and the keyword is Phoenix. Scrat, how have we spelled Phoenix?
Good question. How have I spelled Phoenix? Phoenix.
There you go. So I think if you put that in chat, Nightbot is going to be tracking it and add you, and we'll pick one winner The books are going to go out in December, so they're at the end of the campaign, so that there's going to be the complete Book of Dave. There will be no more Dave phrases, because December will be the end of Wizards of Wardrobes for now, as far as I know.
Continued.
But yes, that's just a little thing that we did because Scrat did hit his first month goal, and I wanted to celebrate that. So
Yes,
I will be shipping them anywhere in the world, so it doesn't matter where you are. I will send them to you in December.
Fantastic. So I can see entries pouring in. Thank you very much, you guys. We'll leave that open. Should we leave it open just for Wizards of Wardrobes, or should we leave it open for a couple of days? What do you think, Charlie? Up to you.
I think let's just do it for Wizards of Wardrobes. That's you know, the people who are here
Yeah.
today. And maybe we can do an additional one on Twitter for people who can't watch live, because I do know there are a couple of people that can't watch live at the moment. But this is just for you guys in chat.
Yes,
today.
for the disciples of the divine Dave, right?
Dave the divine
Disciples of Dave.
disciples.
Oh,
Yes.
we started a cult. I suppose it was just a matter of time. Malhadale feels there is a distinct lack of nat ones around the table. So Dave needs 2, Falja needs 2, Redleaf needs 2, and I need 1 to even everyone out.
I'll remember this, Mal.
Who brought this curse upon us?
I don't see no curse.
So whilst I am sorting out all those lovely nat ones, Mal, you also have you felled the stream boss, which means you get a free £10 donation and a free nat 1 or 20 to gift, thus unevening everything again. So it's up to you.
Well, you can hold on to it until we've spent it, or you can probably spend it in another game, right?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you could give it to me, and I might forgive you for what you just did to me, but not to like bias your choices.
Is that what's happening right now? Are you blackmailing a viewer? Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, good. At least you're not feeling any shame. That's the main thing.
No shame.
Charlie,
There is no shame here.
how about you introduce yourself as well today?
So, I am Charlie. I am at Frost from Fire on Twitter, and I play Dave the Kenku, also known as Dave the Divine, the only Kenku that we currently know of that can fly naturally under her own steamy wings that were reinforced by Falja and her love and magic in the desert. Dave heralds herself as a phoenix rising, but she is also a follower herself, a follower of Alice, the dawn over the sea, a goddess that she discovered in the Glassblowers workshop, where Falja and Dave recently got jobs as apprentices. We became useful members of society and got jobs in an effort to earn some money to pay back Redleaf for blowing up her flat. Rip flat.
Fantastic. Well, let's just go around anti-clockwise. We'll go next to Tahina.
Hey everyone, I'm Tahina and I play Forja Flamane, the daughter of the desert. A fire genasi, or rather half elemental, that has been born in a pocket dimension and followed Dave out of the desert into Waterdeep's city jungle, essentially. Becoming also a member of the Glassblowers Guild and now entering the Feywild and to her big she was very scared to discover that Dave was suddenly gone. So she's looking for her best friend now.
Fantastic. And next around we have Rachel or Talinia, but also we should note that Malhadale has indeed been guilt tripped and gives both the nat 20 and the good thing to Dave. Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm playing Taziel, the Asthma Warlock. I'm rather under the weather today, so please bear with me. I might make some very wacky choices, so it could be very entertaining for that reason. So yeah, last session was kind of crazy. So many revelations. Discovered that Redleaf's dad is my patron, so there's like a weird kind of new family dynamic emerging there that I'm not sure how Redleaf is going to take. Anyway, yeah, it's basically me.
And last but most certainly not least, we have Chorus RPG. Oh, hi, Chorus.
There is no Koros RPG here. There is only Darth Corictus. And I played Redleaf, the arcane Eladrin trickster. She has come to the Feywild of her own volition and will meet her doom in good time.
Excellent. Excellent. Unfortunately, Stuart is away today. But normally beneath me would be I am Hidama. So today he is holding up the Wizards and Wardrobes sign for us. We'll see what happens there when we get going. Let's see. Where do we start? I think we start with Dave. Dave, where do you last remember being?
Dave last remembers being outside, no, that's not like inside of the Fey Patron, eyeing up the circle of molten iron and the petals all over the floor as this portal opened up and she threw this enchanted book that had been gifted to her by Ahmed the Secret to Tazil as a distraction so that Dave could hop through this portal. So driven was she to get to the Fey Wilds, thanks to Wild Magic Search from last season. And she hops through the portal with, I think, Fauja following after. And that was the last thing Dave remembers. It was a busy night, though. She also remembers she died that night. It was a thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do not appear with Fauja when you land. There's the whole Doctor Wu, timey-wimey, space
Wibbly-wobbly
thing going on. But unfortunately, the rest of the party...
Stargate portal.
Yeah, that whole thing, but unfortunately, you don't see the rest of the party around you as you travel, and instead, you wake up in a bed. Your arms are strapped to your sides. Everything's very bright. The room's very white. The sheets around you are very white. Everything seems very clean.
Fauja! Oopsie daisy. And I'm gonna wiggle and I'm gonna try and escape whatever is pinning my arms or my wings.
You can work them free. Turns out they're not strapped down. It's just a blanket has been tucked in very firmly.
I check myself to make sure that I still have my various kind of artifacts, my little phoenix pendant, my scarf from Fauja, my billowing orange cloak.
None of them are on you.
I take the sheet, I like tug it out of where it's been tucked really tightly into the bed and I wear it as a cloak, tie it up.
As you're doing this, you notice a nightstand to your side.
Okay, I look at the nightstand. I like hop down from the bed and I go and look at the nightstand.
The nightstand has a jug of water on it.
A carafe of water?
No, a jug. A jug. No carafes here, I'm afraid. This jug is made of a strange material. Not quite glass. Not quite wood. It makes a dull thud when you flick it. The player may recognize this as plastic.
I sniff the water.
Smells slightly of lemons. As you sniff, you realize that the whole place smells too clean. Almost like disinfectant.
I pat myself down. Is my actual vest jacket with all the pockets gone too?
Yeah, you are wearing what looks like a green gown.
Oi, little bugger! And I want to look around this room for my vest because that has my mouse friend in.
Well, I suppose the only thing in this room really is the cupboard beneath the cupboard beneath
storage.
Yeah, no, the cupboard beneath the dresser table. It's just like
okay.
top.
Like a little.
Yeah, and there's a curtain all around your bed.
I open up the cupboard.
In the cupboard is your orange billowing cloak, all of the things that should be adorned on your person, your clothes, and everything. The only thing missing is your mouse.
I put on everything. I put the sheet back on over the top because this is now mine. And I take the jug of water and I open the curtain really slowly and peer out.
You can see a brightly lit corridor with many other curtains.
Oh, Potion? Rapture!
From the far end of the room, this corridor, you hear a booming voice say, Dave, tulip.
Yes.
You must warn the others.
What am I going to do with all of you?
Use. And the figure just starts coughing.
I hop out from behind these curtains and I scurry in the direction of the voice.
So there's a bit of Feywild magic going on here. As you scurry towards the voice, the corridor seems to both lengthen and shorten at the same time. So you feel like you've run forever, but also you haven't run any time at all. And as you get to the curtain and open it, this is a much larger bed. In a much larger space. It towers over you.
Impressive. And I look up and I'm gonna flap my one little wing and hop and hope that I can get like just enough elevation to get up onto the bed.
Interesting thing, as you do this, you're not sure whether the bed shrinks or you grow, but the closer you get to the bed, it becomes almost normal proportion to you.
Food and ale, please. I offer the jug to whoever's in the bed.
We are stuck here, Dave. This creature is a large, elderly gentleman with pointed ears. Skin color indeterminate. He's so old and pale that it could have been blue, could have been brown, could have been white originally. You're not really sure. He's just sort of faded to a pale that could have been from any hue. White hair.
Be among us and be free.
They
Do I recognize him at all?
give me an insight or history check.
Oh, I have proficiency in both, but I'm gonna go with insight. 15?
On a 15,
Oh, am I still exhausted? How many levels of exhaustion am I on?
your time resting in that bed behind you will have removed your final stage of exhaustion.
Oh, nice. So yeah, 15.
This is an elderly elf, very elderly, somewhat magical. Looks like he has ties to many planes. This could be one of the Fae that Taziel and Rapture were mentioning.
Charlie doesn't remember them talking about Fae, but I will. I believe you that they were talking about them. Sounds like something they would do. Dave is gonna just look around and try and see if she can find an exit. So peer out again from behind these curtains, out into that corridor, and just try and see if she can find a door. Or somewhere where the curtains aren't perfectly wrapped around. Something of that nature. Besides the ones that she's obviously disturbed.
So, as you look out, you can see at the end there is a green sign that says exit in a strange, blocky writing. There's no curls or swirls to this writing, no sort of flamboyance. It's just block capital letters.
It is written. Is this bed like a static bed, or is it one of the, like, does it have wheels? If I look underneath, can I see if this is a bed that could be moved?
It does have wheels.
Alright, Dave is gonna push with all her might, and she's gonna try and get up some momentum and push this towards that exit. We're making a break for it. This guy seems to know what's going on, and we are getting out of here.
Wait, Dave, wait.
No.
I must get out of here.
Yes.
They say if I leave, I will surely die. And he points to a contraption which you notice for the first time. It's essentially some kind of tree which has a wiggly line on it, which goes beep, beep, beep.
What am I going to do with all of you? And I'm like looking between him and the monitor, and also going beep, beep, occasionally in mimic.
I fear I have a spell cast on me that should I leave, I will die by some great illness.
I kind of pat down my pockets and I realize I haven't got any of Valja's good berries on me, because that was my go-to solution to all medical crises. Can I do some sort of medical check, like a medicine check? I'm not proficient, but I have 3 wisdom.
Yes.
No, that one.
Yeah, all he needs is some good berries and he'll be fine.
Valja! She looks at the elf, hoping he's gonna understand who she's talking about.
You must find your friends.
Yes.
Try to lift the curse that has been placed on me.
I am going to, just because I don't think Dave would know if it would work or not, Dave is going to try and cast Counterspell just on this guy laying on the bed.
Okay.
Because Dave doesn't know. Because Dave's magic's so innate, she just knows this spell stops spells. And normally she has to do it really quick, but she's going to try it anyway. So she boots her and tries to counter the spell that's on this guy. She aims it at the tree, the beeping tree, because that's clearly what is casting the spell.
As you cast Counterspell on the beeping tree, it goes to black and stops doing things. And he sort of looks panicked for a moment and begins to cough and begins to start falling asleep.
Beep, beep,
Dave.
Whoopsie daisy, beep, 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 beep. And Dave is running around looking at this tree. And can I do an Arcana to try and gain some information about how this thing is
Sure.
magically powered?
Of course you can.
Okay, I have no points in Arcana. Let's see how this goes. 6.
On a 6, there seems to be a snake on the floor that seems important.
Okay, I follow the snake with caution. My bad brain doesn't like snakes very much, but this is an emergency, and so I kind of run along, looking for the snake's head.
The snake is very thin and doesn't seem to do anything. The head has 3 large teeth which poke into a wall.
I kind of look at it, and then I reach out the tip of my wing and I poke it.
Doesn't really do anything.
I look at the guy. The snake is important. The snake's in the wall. Snake must be trapped too. I'm gonna pull the snake out of the wall.
The snake. You pull the snake out of the wall. Nothing really happens.
I obviously see this isn't a normal snaky head when it comes out. I see the metal prongs, and I look at the wall. And how's the guy in the bed doing?
He's falling asleep, sort of thing.
Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. I kind of half shove the snake into the wall so I can still see half of the metal prongs exposed.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how this magic is working with this snake.
As you sort of do it after a little bit, there seems to be a little bit of shocking grasp or something, as there is a little spark at one point.
Oh shit, I didn't roll my Wild Magic Surge for the counterspell. Just check that. We're fine.
Also, Tweeter of Vecna, I believe, gave a Wild Magic Surge. I believe it was to you.
Okay, is that 546?
Oh, no, on the next NPC to interact with Dave. Mwahahaha.
Okay.
Oh, poor old fellow.
Dave is watching the magic go from the wall into the snake, and the fizzing and the electric, and she has no magic that does the same, no lightning magic.
Wow.
So she just rams the snake's head back into the wall as hard as she can, and runs back to the beeping tree. Can she see any levers or switches or buttons, anything of that nature on the beeping tree?
On the beeping tree, there are all sorts of buttons and switches and all sorts of things you can press.
Dave presses them all.
Nothing really happens.
Beep, beep.
There's also like a hole in the thing which looks about the same size as the snake's tail.
I grab the snake's tail and I ram it in the hole.
Suddenly it all lights up, and he sort of be careful, Dave, I need that.
Oopsie daisy.
And he did take some death saving throws during that time, but fortunately, thanks to the Wild Magic Surge 192, target gets advantage on the next death save. But also, thanks to Tweeter of Vecna, who donates for another 4, I guess, NPCs. So, okay, it'll be the next NPCs.
Okay, Dave is gonna, like, carefully tip the jug of water into so the man can have a drink, because coughing, you need a drink. She's been to the desert, she knows about dust. And she's gonna give him some of this lemon-scented water.
He takes a small glass with a shaky hand. Like, thank you, Dave.
Be among us and be free.
Yes, you must get to your friends and try to lift this curse. You must go quickly. I fear the doctors or the nurses will be here soon.
I pull my white sheet around me, which holds down the billowing cloak mostly. Occasionally, it kind of looks like I'm pretending to be a ghost. And I...
From down the hallway where you started, you hear "Oh, Dave, you're not supposed to be out of bed yet."
Oopsie daisy. I am gonna dive under his bed, and I'm gonna belly crawl through the curtains towards the next set of curtains.
Okay, as you crawl through the next set of curtains, make me a Constitution saving throw as the pungent smell of death hits you.
9.
You may react however you like. The death, dead body. Someone's been dead here for a little while.
I get to my feet and I look in the bed. I need to see who is dead, because there are people that I don't know where they are right now.
It is not any of your friends. In this bed, there is what looks like an elderly woman, or at least it used to be, but unfortunately, her features are starting to rot away, almost indistinguishably.
I think Dave, like, as she gets closer, she gets like a really good accidental inhale, and it's just like, oh no, not good. And she just drops down under that bed, and she has to kind of cower there for a while and try and get the stink out of her nose, and she knows it's not getting any better. And she makes a gust of wind, using the cantrip gust, go backwards, so it makes the curtains behind her flail out. Well, the ones in front of her, the ones she's gonna keep crawling forwards.
Okay. You hear the sound of high heels clicking down the corridor. Do you freeze or do you keep moving?
Dave is going to keep moving, but Dave is actually going to cast Mirror Image and conjure, I think, like 5 Daves. I can't remember how many I can do. Illusory duplicates for yourself. Here as far ends. I need to roll a d20. I don't know how many duplicates I can make. I thought it was like 4, but...
Okay, so,
Oh, I think 3 is the highest number I can see in this explanation, so we'll say there are 3 duplicates, which means there are 4 Daves.
if you have 3 duplicates. Yeah, 3 illusory duplicates, yep. Okay, cool.
And And with her kind of bonus action, she's going to take a moment to just spread the Daves out. All 4 of us are going to be crawling in kind of different directions. But real Dave is going for the exit.
Okay, so what you can do then, because they all mimic your actions, what you can do is have them all pointing in different ways. So as you crawl forward, they all crawl forward, like spiraling outwards.
Yep, works for me.
So as you begin crawling forwards, after a short while you'll hear, "Oh, there you are!" And you will feel one of your mirror images disappear. "Oh, Trixie Dave. Trixie.
All of the Daves turn their head towards the sound, because real Dave wants to see. Can real Dave see the person?
Sure. This is a creature with grey skin, wearing a white dress, suit, with a green pinny on.
Got a new friend.
She's wearing a hat and a gas mask. Her head looks scarred and beaten.
Because Dave would know what a gas mask is, but obviously Charlie does. Is it like the like a World War One type gas mask, where it's the full face, or is it just like the half face?
Half face.
Half
Half face. Yeah, so I guess you'd just see it as some sort of like machinery.
Yeah, just some sort of covering mouth shield. Okay. Dave at this point is going to Misty Step. She's going to use another level 2 spell, and she's going to Misty Step towards that exit because she doesn't like what this creature is looking like. This doesn't seem like a good creature, and the man in the bed was talking, and the other woman was dead, and she needs to find her friends quick. So Misty Step.
Misty
so
Step.
I can do 30 feet.
Yep. You Misty Step 30 feet. You are right by the exit.
That's a wild magic spell.
Boom.
Boom.
Please roll me a 1d546.
Alright. Just gonna mark up the spell before I forget to cast it.
And I also have one for the nurse.
1d546. 3, 4, 1. Falja, Tazeel, Redleaf, I'm coming for you as quickly as I can! Scary things are happening.
341. Target gains a nat 20, which must be used to hinder the party.
Okay, I can do that. I'll remember that, don't worry. I got it.
Cool.
Or do you want to call for it to be used?
No, you carry on.
Okay. So, Misty Step, 30 feet towards this green sign with exit on. I can read exit, that's a 4-letter word. That's a good word for Dave.
But wait, Dave. Would you abandon your child?
All 3 mirror images go,
You look.
yes, all 3 of us.
She's holding an egg.
I move the nearest mirror image towards it, and the other 2 stay still. Or the other 2, me and the other one, stay still.
This egg must be kept warm, or surely it will not survive. As she reaches out, she touches another mirror image, Dave, and I guess disappears. So you've only got 1 mirror image left.
Tina. Oh my god, a little firebird baby. Right. Dave at this point is panicking, and she's gonna just look real hard at this one. She needs to know if this is like a trick or a lie, or if this egg is an illusion. Because she's seen Rapture's illusions, and those things are hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows how to create illusions. So, some sort of intelligence check, maybe? Or insight, or...
Yeah, whatever you feel.
Alright, I think she's gonna look first at the woman. She wants to know if the woman's lying, and if she can't figure that out, then she's gonna look real closely at that egg. But she's currently kind of far away. 10. Hold on. Do I have to call this before I use it?
What's that?
Tides of Chaos. Starting at first level, you can manipulate forces of chance and chaos and gain an advantage on an attack roll or ability check or saving throw. Once you do so, you must finish a long rest before you can use this feature again. Anytime before you regain the use of this feature, the DM can have you roll a Wild Magic Surge table immediately when you cast a sorcerer spell to regain this feature. So it doesn't say, and I imagine like you're only going to want to use Tides of Chaos when you know you failed a roll already.
Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine. So you can take the nat 20. This it's strange. This creature, there's a grain of truth to what she says, but it's nothing to do with the egg, and she just wants you close.
Okay. The creature really believes that I have to stay here, basically, right?
Not that you have to stay here. It's more that it wants you to stay here.
It wants me to stay here. But the egg isn't the truthful thing.
No.
At which point, fake Dave, who's looking, the remaining fake Dave, I'm gonna get it to cast Firebolt at this woman, while real Dave is about to run in the opposite direction towards the exit.
Okay.
So, Firebolt cantrip. 15 to hit.
As it hits, the creature is indeed burnt. It catches fire. The outfit it's wearing erupts into flames. Its eyes turn red, and it looks ghoulish as its skin begins to melt. And it just, yes, the egg must be kept warm.
Real Dave running for the exit with all of her little feet flip-flopping as they go. And I will use my last second level spell to Misty Step another 30 feet, because it's the fastest way to move. And that's a bonus action spell, and I did cantrip, so that works. And 1d20, because Wild Magic Surges. 3, we're fine, because it's a level 2 spell.
Cool. So, yeah, you can Misty Step your way out of there, and you enter the timey-wimey wibbly-wobblies again. And let's pan across. Let's pan across to the rest of the party. Where do we finish off? Where are we?
We're in a pub.
No, we're in the Rose Court.
We were in a pub in the Rose Court.
Didn't we just make the bubble explode last time? You stepped out of there after
No,
the.
we had a chat with the member of the court that we met, and he told
we're
us
in another pub, basically.
Yeah, we basically were directed to an inn where we could have a long rest before proceeding with the plan tomorrow. And then that was when we had the revelation that Redleaf told us that their father was in fact the Archfey, and that was like, whoa, I have a sister, kind of.
Jury's still out on that.
Okay then.
Okay. So what are you doing?
Have we done the sleep? Are we up the next
Yeah,
kind of?
yeah, you can have a sleep and wake up the next day, that's fine. When you wake up, Rapture's missing.
Okay, I instantly kind of freak out and I'm just looking everywhere for Rapture.
I help her look for him. I also want to look for a tree inside the inn to formally introduce myself to the ruler of this place, basically.
Okay, you can do that. Would you take priority looking for Rapture, or would you take priority looking for the tree?
Priority is looking for the missing party member. We can't have more people losing, right? Otherwise, I'm going to be alone here with no clue where I am. So, yeah, that's the priority.
Rapture!
So, how do you go about looking?
Well, I would probably search around his room first, and then I'm just dashing around asking anyone I can find, and like, I guess Taziel's eyes, which are usually kind of slightly glowy golden, are almost just kind of like flickering and buzzing like a TV, and just like getting brighter and then dimming as if there's something kind of glitchy going on.
Are there many animals or plants here?
Yeah, the rose court is plentiful, full of roses, as you can expect, and all the insects and bees and things that go along with keeping roses.
In that case, I'm going to cast Speak with Plants on myself and start chatting up the roses if they have seen a blue-skinned tiefling anywhere. leaving the inn or being, I don't know, tiefling napped.
There. Okay. Well, you can give me an investigation, perception, or survival, something like that, to see if you can see
Okay.
things. Any of
I'm
you can
going-
be a part of this, including you, Karis.
I'm going to roll with advantage because I have so
I'm
many.
not there because nobody woke her up. So
Oh,
she-
I would definitely have bombarded into your room without even knocking.
Well,
Nature, right? For talking with the roses to understand them?
Yeah, nature's fine. So
Or the 21 then?
the roses, they talk in triplets. Three buds always talk together. They'll be like, "Hello, how are you? What do you want?"
Greetings. I am Faja Flamane, and I'm looking for a tiefling called Rapture. He is blue-skinned, and he's our friend, and he went missing. He's her brother, and I point out the Cassian is running around calling his name.
How's your flame mains? Brother is missing.
Not my brother, her brother.
How's your flame mains? Not brother is missing.
Exactly, he's my friend.
Friends, they all say in unison.
Have you seen him?
Nope, nope, nope.
If you were a tiefling, where would you be hiding if you went missing in this occult?
The three roses, they bow their heads together conspiratorially. You can hear some mumbling. And then they all stand and they go, "In the bramble bush, bramble bush, bramble bush."
Bramble bush. Where is that?
They all sort of nod over that way.
Huh.
It's where the
I will
wild
go-
roses grow.
Where the wild roses grow? All right then, I will go look there. You have been most helpful and you are very pretty and you smell very nice. It was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thanks. We smell great. It was a pleasure.
It was! I hold on to the concentration of the spell so I can talk to other flowers and trees.
Would you
I
like to
think-
do an insight check or anything like that, Falja? Or are you quite
Oh,
happy
yeah.
just bumbling along?
I'm going to do an insight check on the roses, I guess. That's
Yeah.
a nat 20, 27.
Your wording was, where would you go if you were a tiefling? And so they told you where they would go. They would go to the bramble patch.
So I basically I stand up, then I have this gut feeling of, I might have not worded this right, and I turn around, look down at them. Okay, now I know where you want to go if you want to do the wild thing, I guess. But I'm looking for her brother, and that is cute. Gesundheit. I don't think he is where the wild roses are, actually.
Oh. Maybe not. Not wild roses. Maybe
wild
wild
ro-
magic.
Oh, yes. I have-
Magic is everywhere. That's how we can talk. Isn't it great?
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was my magic that helped me talk to you.
No, everyone can hear us. Loud as day.
Oh, great. I bet they enjoy talking to you very much. And my hair turns slightly blue. Okay, then I'm going to search for Rapture, and you have a good blooming season. I'm looking for someone who looks more wise than those roses. I need something less colorful and more long-lived.
From behind you, Oh no, here comes a bee. Watch out, Jeff. Looks like you're gonna get it. Oh, yep, there he goes. He's getting some action.
Those bees.
La,
Short
la,
and
la, la, la. Is there anyone else around, or any other plant? Like, I don't know, like an oak tree? Someone who's more.
You could see an oak tree, which would also fall in line with your thing. But before we go to that, before we go there, let's go back to Taziel, who was waking up. I'm rubbish about my thing. How many seasons? Redleaf. There we go.
Redleaf! just carry on like hammering on the door. In fact, I'd probably do it for like 5 minutes and then just throw the door open.
Well, as soon as you open the door, you hear a distinctively deeper voice. See, like, gods, what do you want? And up in the bed is Redleaf, but taller than before. And her red hair has kind of turned to this golden sun yellow. And her face is a lot more masculine now. A lot more chin to it. And there's a bit of a beard that comes down. And you see her look to you and it's like, what?
Rapture's gone. Rapture's disappeared.
And he kind of stands up, rubbing his eyes. He probably went to go take a piss. He always does that.
I have been looking for him for longer than it takes to go for a piss, my friend.
Fine, let's go find him.
Fauja's already gone out to ask the flower beds or something.
And kind of wipes the once kind of copper tan skin is now this kind of bright gold color. So. Right, let's go.
I all but grab your hand and drag you out.
All right, ow! All right, let's go.
And where do the two of you go?
Firstly, I want to try and find Fauja.
Okay, well, if you head out, you can see Fauja moving away from some roses towards a tree.
Fauja, have you had any luck?
No, I do think that they are not the wisest plants around. That's
Okay.
why I'm going to ask the tree. I'm pretty sure trees are the wisest of them all. Those are only thinking about bee action and going to where the wild roses grow.
What the hell is she talking about?
The wild roses over the brambles.
Right, I want to go back to the court. If anyone knows what's happened, they know they know where Dave is, so they might know where Rapture is.
That is actually not a bad idea. Do you still want me to talk to that oak?
I mean, if you want to, I can't hang around. I've got to go.
Okay. I'll follow you as soon as I talk to the tree.
Okay.
Wait a second. I grab your hand before you can turn and leave. Should we really split up? I mean, we have lost Dave coming in here, and now Rapture is gone as well. Maybe we need to stick together.
You're probably right. We can't lose anyone else.
Come with me to the oak, and then we go to the cot together.
All right, as long as it's
You,
quick.
Redleaf, and me. Yes.
Okay. And you see like the light behind Taziel's eyes is just like flickering on and off, like faster and more agitated than ever.
Yeah. I hold your hand and give it a comforting squeeze. We will find him. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
We will find him, and we find Dave, and we find the patron. We will find everyone and save them.
Okay, I believe you.
And then I offer my other hand to Redleaf.
I'm fine. I can do this. I can walk on my own. Thank you.
This is not for I thought it is for support. Have it your way then. And I keep on holding Taziel's hand and walk towards the oak tree.
The oak tree leans towards you, one of its knolls looking suspiciously like eyes, and its eye sort of widens to look at you, and a hole in the trunk opens and just says, "Congratulations, Fauza."
What?
Oh. I don't wish to spoil the surprise.
Okay. You know my name, so you have the advantage over me. What is your name?
Oakley.
Oakley? It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Have you seen her brother, Rapture, a blue-skinned tiefling? he arrived with us?
He is being swapped with Dave.
He's being swapped with Dave. But who's doing the swapping?
What?
And why?
There is one who wishes to keep their father near to dead.
Your father near to death. Are you speaking about the Fey Patron? And I look at Redleaf with this slide.
Everyone here is a Fey patron.
Huh. Can you just use the names? I think that would be much easier than to know about who we are talking. Who is being kept close to that, and who's doing the keeping, and who's doing the swapping, and why? That's what I would like to know.
His original name, translated to common, would be the autumnal wind that brings about the change of the colors of the leaves.
Oh, why? That was quite a mouthful.
Is that my dad's name?
Well, yeah. You can really translate that to Sylvan however you like.
That's base. That's a base translation, but yeah.
You can do better, you do better.
So do you have siblings? I asked Redleaf.
All of the trees are my brothers and sisters.
That I remember. Unless, of course, I've been away for 20 plus years, so I don't know who my father has shacked up with.
You think too literally, Redleaf. Sometimes family are the family you choose.
This is why I don't talk to trees. I'm gonna go check Rapture's room, see if I can find something. She's gonna stalk off to the inn. Well, he's gonna stalk off to the inn.
So if I say to myself, and also to everyone present, so if you, and I squeeze Tazia's hand and look at her, are like the child of the autumnal wind that brings the changing color of the leaves, and that makes you kind of like the sister of Redleaf, does that mean that another one like you is doing the swapping and holding hostages stuff?
I don't know. I can't even. I can't even think straight right now. I just need to go get him back.
I mean, one good thing is he's going to be where your father is, right? And where Dave is or was. So that does not change anything. We are going to save them, and we more or less know where that is because the Rose Court know, and they want us to go there, right?
Well, the ones who can send us there are the Rose Court.
Yeah. So
as soon as Redleaf gets back, we've got to go.
Yeah. I turn back to the tree and I say, so you say all the trees are your brothers and sisters. Are you a sibling of the tree in the tavern in Waterdeep, the one that we came through?
All trees are my brothers and sisters.
But do you know that tree?
We share a common... No.
You share a common what?
We share a common cause. A core belief that we all abide to.
It's about the roots, isn't it?
No, but that could possibly be a secondary belief.
Are you going to tell me that core belief?
Certainly. We are bonded in our belief that forest fires should not be allowed.
But oh yes, I remember when I first talked to your to that other tree. They were very concerned about the fire.
Yes.
I promised not to burn it.
Thank you very much for your bit donation. We are Nerdsmith. You may, with that 200 bits, gift a nat 1 or 20 to a player of your choice. Or me.
I feel that you have been very helpful, so maybe I should help you as well, just to make the balances even. And I will place my free hand on the trunk of the tree, and I'm going to cast protection from element fire. On the tree in the... There.
Can you do this for all trees? We would like to hire you as protector of trees. A lifelong quest journeying from tree to tree, from plane to plane, protecting all trees from fire. And ice. Just got that in from the northern trees. Ice explosions very bad.
I mean, that spell, I can only cast it on one creature at a time, unfortunately.
The tree just sort of sacks.
I'm so sorry. I give it a hug. I am very sorry.
Thank you for your gift.
But maybe you can learn how to do it yourself. I could try to teach you.
I am not magical. I am just infused with magic.
And can you not use the infusion of magic to bend that magic around you so you can't catch fire? I mean, you could also talk to all those Fae who are so magical, obviously. They could cast it on you. There are so many of them. They could cover all the trees here, I think.
The Fae are often like that one. A branch points towards where Redleaf is marching off. They seem to not want to talk to trees.
I find it highly offensive. They are your neighbors. Shouldn't they do the neighborly thing and talk to you?
They tend to ignore them.
Maybe I should go on a quest to make people talk to their neighbors, and then they could each help each other, right? You can give them wisdom, and they could protect you from the fire. But that is, I'm so sorry. We need to save Dave, and we need to save Rapture and the Patron, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will think about that problem. Maybe I will come up with a solution to save all the trees from the fire. I say and pat the trunk comfortingly. I mean, I'm half fire elemental. Maybe I can come up with something.
Thank you, Fauja. Once again, congratulations.
I would really wish that you would tell me what you are congratulating me for.
And the tree sort of like returns to the stiff sort of position that trees are usually seen in. We'll pan across to Redleaf, entering Rapture's room.
He looks around. Is there any? Are his clothes still there, or is his pack still there?
Yep.
I'll start going through his pack, seeing if I can find anything that might hint of where he is.
His pack seems in order. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Everything seems normal.
I'm gonna look. Are there windows here?
Yeah, there's windows.
Okay. He's gonna look for any signs of a struggle here, any sort of scrapes on the floor, and any sort of tossed furniture, any kind of arcane residue, and he's going to check the windowsills for any sort of like caught bits of thread or anything.
There's no bits of thread, but as you are checking, you can sort of feel a resonance with the plane around you. Something strange happened here.
Redleaf is going to try to think back of what this might be, whether it's of the realm itself, or if it's some kind of magical effect or some sort of spell.
Yeah, sure. Give me a check. Maybe Arcana or something else.
6. No idea.
On 6, there's a magical residue around, but you can't tell anything about it.
All right, I'm going to slam open the window, and I'm going to call to Taziel and Thaja. Be like, "Hey, I found something! Get up here!" And then I'm going to slam the windows again. Psh.
I'm
Yeah, that's what I'm
straight
there.
away.
Yes, I sprint there as well.
As you begin sprinting back towards the pub, Dave plops down in front of you, landing from the sky. Dave's skin is grey. It looks scarred and beaten. She looks sort of like what the
My
players...
feathers are really scruffy. I look like a dirt pigeon.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Dirt
Can-
pigeon, but also like undead looking.
Can I use one of my advantages also to try to catch her before she hits the ground when she's falling?
Yeah, sure. Make me a dex save, one of those advantages.
Okay, then I'm going to make a dex save. Oh, yeah, that's a 7. Even with advantage.
Dave tumbles to the ground.
Oh. I sink down beside her and gather her in my arms. What did they do to you, my poor little friend?
Oh, Ja! Let us hug you. I like you.
As Dave appears, she begins to return to her normal looking Dave-ness.
Self? Oh, look at you. You look like yourself again.
Red Leaf hanging out the window, you can still see all this.
I've already run towards Red Leaf. I'm like, Dave, I'm sorry, I'll get to you in a minute.
Dave, you must help remove the curse from me. Except a much better impression. I forgot to make notes on what was said. I was too into it.
It's a good thing.
Dave basically repeats to Falja the words that the old elf said to her in the most contracted version she can.
Hmm. I think I know what happened. The Rose Court told us that you had been imprisoned together with the patron, Taziel's patron, who's also at grab your face and go nose to beak with you. Get that? He's also Red Leaf's dad. So they're basically, in a way, related. And you have been swapped with Rapture, and now we need to go and save them. You were in a asylum? I'm not quite sure what that is, but it sounded horrible.
Yes.
You know how to get there?
No.
Well, let's go over to Red Leaf and find out what they find out.
Is
Huh?
gonna look around this garden and she's gonna look for an exit sign. In her mind, if there's a portal one way, there's gotta be a portal the other way. Looking for the exit sign.
You can give me a perception check.
Yeah, sure. I turned the music up too high now. I can hear it before, now that's all I can hear. 12.
On a 12 perception, there are no exit signs around. There are some roses, some trees, and other things around. Lots of buildings.
I am going to the best of my memory, because I didn't see the man stood, but I'm going to use the spell Disguise Self to become the elf in the bed. Possibly complete with a beeping tree, assuming that's part of his appearance. If I can't conjure that, then I could use Minor Illusion to conjure the beeping tree.
Yeah, I think with the use of Minor Illusion and Disguise Self, you could almost certainly do it.
Alright, so it's a level 1 gun. I need to roll my Wild Magic Surge. Good?
I think I might get you to roll a Wild Magic Surge anyway. You get your Tides of
Ooh, my
thing
Tides of Chaos back. Alright, so 1d5 or 6?
Uh-huh.
Nine. That's weird that I rolled a 9 right after I rolled a 9 on a d20, but I think I rolled the right thing.
Yeah, damn.
So,
Yeah.
Taziel, if you look over towards Dave, you literally see like a conjuration of the man, but he would be standing, and Dave's probably dressed him in a similar robe to the one that Dave was wearing.
Would I recognize him in this form? Because presumably he takes different forms depending on his whims.
Minor illusion of my beeping tree. Beep, beep. She makes the sound because she can.
As you do this, maybe it's part of the Disguise Self, but you lose your vision.
Wait, what? I'm blind?
Yep, caster goes blind.
I'm pretty sure since I can't see anymore to shape the magic, the minor illusion would disappear. Like in my head, that's how that would work. If you can't see to shape the magic to create the illusion, you can't do it. The disguise self should still be there.
Mhm.
So as far as I'm concerned, I still look like the dude, but Dave's like, oopsie daisy, and like patting her face and like waving her hands.
What is it? What's now? I bent over. Is something wrong?
Merciless like the noon sun, and she's just like flapping her hands in front of her face, and you see her like pat and like check that her eyeballs are like still there without poking herself in the eye. I hope.
If I don't recognize this particular form, I'm probably too distracted, and I'll have to run on up to where Red Leaf is.
I say, I'm not sure. I can't see anything but your magic right now. What is with your eyes?
I can't see anything.
You
She
can't
just cuts
see?
it off. I can't see anything.
Okay. I'm going to think about this situation for a moment, and then I remember that I used lesser restoration on several occasions on Lucian, and I hope that this time will help my friend Dave. And I touch her face through the illusion and cast lesser restoration on her. Is that better?
Do you know what? Yeah, why not? DM discretion. Lesser restoration will cure the blindness. It also removes the disguise self, though.
What a magic on. Can you see me?
Thank you very much.
You're
For
most welcome.
5 minutes, Dave, you shift into an Aarakocra.
Ooh.
I checked my pockets, and I want to know if little bugger has arrived.
He came back through the swirling swooshing. He's there.
I pat him on the head and I put him back in my pocket.
You're big bird self again.
Yes. Where is everyone?
Falja, you
Yes?
have a strange... Like, there's something different about Dave. You can
Okay.
interpret this how you like, but something about her is sort of closer to you, like almost like she has something of yours, but something that you enjoy her having.
Okay. I look at you, tilt my head, and the fire as my hair is swirling around me as I give you this curious look, and then like,
What is it? And she's gonna like look over herself, assuming there's something else weird going on.
it's
Where are
okay. We are in. Don't you remember?
We
Oh
made it
no,
to
of
the
course you
Feywild.
don't remember. How could you remember? We stepped through the tree in the Fey Patron, and then we ended up in the Feywild, and you were gone, and we ended up here, and we had to deal with all kinds of Fey shenanigans.
It was
And
in a terrible place. There was this strange woman with something that covered her mouth, and she had an egg, and she said it was mine. And there was a woman, and she was dead in a bed. And there was an old guy, and he was dying, and he was being kept. There was some sort of curse. I tried to counterspell it. It didn't really work. There was a snake in the wall, and I replugged it in, and his beep beep tree was working again, and that was okay. He was going to live a bit longer, but someone wants to keep him there. And we have to save him, and we have to break the curse. I like when I can talk!
that was a lot and very helpful, I think. I learned that I guess that woman that you just talked about is like like I don't know, a child or like someone who made a pact with that.
Hold
old
on.
man.
And I cast Disguise Self, and I turn as the woman.
Hey,
Ghastly figure.
that looks horrible.
Tell me about it. She was chasing me through the hospital place. It was like where you go to get healed, but no one there was getting healed.
And I'm starting to get angry. What do you mean? She chased you.
I I woke up, I was in a bed, they wrapped me up really tight, I came out, all of my stuff was gone, but I found it was in a cabinet, and took it out, I put it all on. Little Bugger wasn't there, someone took Little Bugger, I didn't know where he went. Where did you go? I put him back in the pocket. I then went exploring, and there were curtains around all these beds, and there was a really big bed, and then it got really small, and there was a man in it, and he was old, and he was dying, it was bad. And the beep beep tree stopped beeping because I counterspelled it. I destroyed the magic. And then I fixed the magic, and he was okay again. But we have to save him, Faja. We have to help him. He knew my name. The woman knew my name. How did they know my name? I didn't introduce myself. I don't remember introducing myself. I feel so much better now. I think I had a rest while I was there.
Okay.
Dave certainly seems full of more energy than she's had for weeks.
Yes.
Like...
I do think that old man is the Fae Patron. His name is the autumnal wind that brings the change of colors in the leaves, or something like that. Something very long.
He didn't introduce himself. He just said that I had to help.
I would like to help him very much, because I would like to help Tasiel. And
Where
now
is
Rapture is
Tasiel?
gone there.
Rapture is gone.
She went up. Yes, Rapture. Yes, you were swapped for him. That's why you suddenly appeared here. Wearing the rose card.
I ran to the exit sign. I must have done it as I came through the exit. It swapped us. Whatever brought us there. Because I went back through the wormy hole. I think that's what it's called. It was like a magical hole, and it was lit by like bioluminescence or something. Bioluminescence is a very long word that I don't normally know, but I can use it now because I can speak because I'm a Aarakocra.
And
You're
as
so
you
smart.
say, I'm an Aarakocra, I think your 5 minutes is about up.
I like spread my wings and they're all glorious and Aarakocra, and then suddenly they just kind of shrink like that.
Little birdie. Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to ask about the egg.
As Falja mentions an
You
egg.
have to keep the egg warm, Dave.
Oh.
Creepy. Okay.
As Falja mentions the egg, you feel like a warmth in your tummy.
Does it feel like I've just had soup and it's all warm and happy?
Yeah, why not?
I like that feeling. It's a good feeling. I look at Falja and like, and just in this moment, well, I have this weird happy feeling in my tummy as I think about the egg. I want to make sure that Falja is actually okay because I haven't stopped since I've gone back. I haven't just taken that moment to make sure Falja is okay. And since Tazil and Redleaf and Rapture are clearly running around somewhere, just focus on one friend at a time for a second. And how is Falja doing?
I would bend down to get closer to your now Kenku small frame. And I say, I'm really glad that you're back. I was very, very worried about you. I talked to roses and trees and everyone and tried to find you. And I'm so glad that you're here now. And you know what? Just before you turned, you changed your shape, I had this most curious of feelings. Do you remember that one morning when I gave you the pendant? And I told you that you're my first real friend? I do think that I felt like you have something of mine, and that I don't mind you having it. And I just realized, I think I know what that might be.
Dave reaches into her pocket and pulls out 3 silver that Falja paid for the Fabergé egg and hands it over.
I would basically bend your hand or your flying feathers around it. So I said, no, silly. I think you have my heart. Keep the silver. Now let's go and find Redleaf.
Dave looks really confused. She's like, she looks at the phoenix, definitely still phoenix shaped. She puts that back. She kind of pats her pockets and she's trying to understand what she was just told. And as Falja, I imagine, kind of strides purposefully to find Taziel and Redleaf, Dave just goes, we're a weird tent, okay?
That we are!
Hurry.
And now we will save the others!
Hurries after Falja and kind of hops and skips like a blackbird through damp grass.
Okay, well, we'll head upstairs where Redleaf in their new form is looking around everything, I guess, trying to point things out. Is there anything we'd like to do on the way?
I guess the only thing I was wondering is whether, as I went, I would have recognised the form that Dave took, or whether the patron would have appeared to me in other forms.
You would recognize it, I think. So would Redleaf if he saw.
Okay. Cool. I guess I'm just waiting for Redleaf to show us what he called us up for.
I imagine Taziel can hear outside just this buzzing of like all these words coming from Aarakocra Dave's mouth.
Yeah.
So Taziel would almost certainly get upstairs first. Welcome back, Redleaf. As Taziel bursts into the room, Dave and Falja stay downstairs for a moment.
Redleaf?
I need you to check the room. There's something magical happened here, but I don't know exactly what it is.
Right. And I'll turn everything over. I mean, I already had a quick look in here earlier, but I'm just going to try and find out anything I can.
Okay. Make me a relevant check.
I guess if it's to try and pinpoint this thing he's talking about with the magic, I mean, either of those aren't great, but I guess it would probably be, probably Arcana. It's just a straight D20. For me.
Okay.
Boop. Okay. I mean, is it too late to retrospectively burn my advantage?
Unless you have 2, you can do it at the cost of 2 of them. And you only
That's
have
right.
1. So.
That's okay, never mind. Relief, I can't find anything. I want to go to the court. I want to speak to them. They can get us there. We know where he is.
All right, fine. Lead the way.
Right. And I just turn tail and leg it. Falja, Dave, I'm going to the court. If you want to come with, that's fine. If not, I'm sorry I've got to do this.
No, of course we want to come with you and help you save them.
All right.
We just have to sort ourselves out.
What is there to sort? We've just got to get there. I guess I call back over my shoulder.
I turn to Falja and say, that is a problem for later me.
Indeed. Now grab your hand and hold it very tightly so you can't get swapped by Faye. And follow Taziel.
Just sprinting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Dave is so small, I could put her on my shoulder and run after, right? So we would be faster.
I can run pretty quick. I can run as fast as you can.
But you always do the bird hopping.
Skipping is quicker than walking.
Get her.
I could always be like, hiya! And you could be a Gru.
Yeah, that is a good idea. I'm going to change form, as Dave says.
Okay, yeah, you
Her
can.
catchphrase. And then I rush after.
Okay, cool. So you guys all rush off. Where are we going? What's the plan?
Going back to the court where we originally popped out of, where that person offered to send us to where the patron is if they could synthesize a little of Taziel's blood, which Rapture ironically told her not to do, but right now she's like, she'll do anything.
Okay, so I imagine the journey is easy enough. You're in the Rose Court. By all means, it's a pleasant court. Everyone here is benevolent and reasonably kind.
I try and find the person who helped us yesterday.
Yes. Can anyone remember his name?
Did they have a name?
My mum was giving me a synopsis and she said something about a gym. Was it Jim? Was it?
Oh, there was a gym.
Blue Tongue? Is blue tongue?
Oh.
Is that?
I hope not.
Blue
wasn't-
Tongue was the author,
He's
the
the
author
bad
of
guy.
the
Bad guy.
spell book, and Jim the Enchanter.
Those are all the names that I remember my mum telling me when I was getting the synopsis over.
Wasn't
copy.
Jim that
Wasn't
old
Jim
guy?
the Monty Python guy? Who turned
Yes, he
out to
was
be
the
Blue
old
Tongue?
guy. Yeah.
And then there were Kung Fu Pandas. I was told there were ninja pandas.
There
Yes,
were
Ninja
pandas.
Pandas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not really write down the name of the person we talked to. Sorry. Hey, chat, if you remember the name of where we talked to in the Rose Court, would be much obliged.
So unfortunately you can't find this person. However, you do find a handsome Fey elf.
Hey, you! I need help. I need you to send us to the place where the archway has been taken.
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, that's interesting. Black Jackaback at your service."
Right, lovely. Okay, I was told that this place deals necrotic damage, and that by synthesizing some of my blood, which has a small amount of resistance, I could afford that resistance to the rest of my party. Can we do that quickly, and can we do it now, please?
Yes.
All right. I reckon we could do that, possibly.
Possibly isn't good enough.
Oh, all right. I mean, you just approached me out of the blue. This is a new idea, not something we've done before.
I'm sorry. In doing this, we can save the Archfey and we can bring him back.
Oh, we can save one of the Archfey. Brilliant, brilliant. Yes. Okay. Well, we can talk to perhaps the princess, the Shining Princess, or someone else about finding a chemist or
Sounds
magician.
lovely. Please lead the way.
Yeah, follow me. And he'll start walking along and just pointing out things around which are, interesting points of note. Like,
Redleaf can probably notice that Tazi's getting pretty angry.
Like, I'd listen to her. I'm not gonna stop her if she decides to blast your face wide with the spell.
I'm not going to attack anyone here. I just want to get Rapture back.
And I'm in some recorder right now, and even I can tell that you're being... You need to calm down.
I'll calm down when I've got my brother back.
all right, well, look,
Redleaf is gonna grab her by the arm and be like, "Excuse us," and gonna drag Taziel to the side. It's like, I understand that you are upset that he's not here, but this is the Feywild. Stuff like this happens all the time. He could be fine, he could be not, but you freaking out on somebody who doesn't know what we're about to do, it's not helping. I need you to can it, punch a tree if you need to. That's fine. Stab something. That's fine.
I'll save that for whoever's holding my brother. Thank you.
Okay.
We're wasting
then do
time.
that. All right, you simmer down here. I'll talk to him.
Fine, you talk, but I'm coming with you. I'm not leaving. I'm not stepping away from this.
He's gonna walk up, stroking his beard, and be like, "Look, I don't have a lot of time right now, I guess you could say. What do you need us to do to get this to work?"
Oh, not a lot really. We just need to find someone with the skills, I guess.
Okay, then who do we find that? How do we find them?
Well, we're just gonna head there now. We'll address the council and we'll sort things out. But listen, we're stronger when we work together. There's no need to force or coax me. I'm helping you. Fear and
I
anxiety are just as dangerous as arrows.
I appreciate that, and I will let my party know that cooler heads need to prevail. But if you could lead us quickly, that could also help.
Yeah, all right, I'm taking you by the quickest route I know. Come on.
Okay.
And he'll lead you as quickly as he can towards the Rose Court council house. I guess it's some sort of palace or something like that, but humble, not as grand as anything from the winter or the summer courts or anything like that. The Rose Court is a very small palace, a small dwelling where 7 council members will sit. It turns out he's one of them. He wanders up onto the council and takes a seat amongst the 7. There's these strangers to our lands have come with problems. They're seeking to save one of us, one of the Archfey. I think we should. Might involve harming this one. Points at Tazil, which is of course frowned upon. But by placing her
I'll
in
do it myself.
I understand. I believe.
Tazzy?
By placing her in some mild danger of surgery, we could in fact save not only the Archfey, but also the other people what have been trapped there.
Redleaf wants to try to use her mage hand, his mage hand, to pluck the knife out of Taziel's hand.
And I would like to inside check the Fae there, how their reaction is, and to see if that is truthful about them wanting to save those people and things like that.
Yeah, sure.
Could I use one of my net 20s?
Certainly you can.
Inside check them, then I would do that.
On your nat 20, they seem to all nod and frown, looking concerned. They're considering his thing. Some of them are looking over to Tazia, worried for her health. You can see the consternation on their hands. On their faces. Talking of hands, Mage Hand, Redleaf, how does it work? Do we need to make a roll? Do you need to use
I have to roll sleight of hand.
sleight of hand?
17?
On a 17, Tazil, you're holding this knife, right?
Yes.
If you want to keep hold of it, make me an opposing athletics check, I guess.
Opposing athletics. Okie dokie. Oh, so close. Oh well.
You've got a tight grip on the dagger, but the way that Redleaf's mage hand twists it from your grip, you're just unable to keep hold of it.
And the mage hand will put it into my pouch as I'm like, gentlemen, ladies, and others of the council. I am called Redleaf, but I am not a stranger to these lands. I am the child of the Archfey himself. And me and my party come beseeching your aid in retrieving my father from the plane that he is stuck in. Now, we have been told that my friend here, Taziel, that her blood, if siphoned off, could create a potion and elixir upon which we could ingest and be immune or at least resistant to the necromantic spellworks of this warped plane. I believe that this could be beneficial for all, because I know that you all have been working on trying to enter this plane yourselves. And we simply ask to lend our aid, and in doing so, return my father to his place in the Feywild.
Yes, we have noticed the missing. We have indeed noted the missing Archfey. As we all keep tracks on all of us amongst our ranks. His presence is missed, and we do want him back. I believe we will acquiesce to this request. I don't see any reason not to. Our only concern is Taziel's health making this potion. I understand that she is very willing, but it does go directly against one of the Rose Court's tenets. However, the tenet does allow placing oneself in danger, so I suppose why should our tenets apply to us but not to others? So,
And if I may be so bold, your graces, surely when you heal those with broken bones or with tumors within them, surely you cut them open to heal them. Surely you cause pain in that regard to heal the body as a whole. Surely this would count as such an act.
yeah, I quite agree with you. Come on then. I think I know a scientist who's been working on something similar, trying to develop things to allow us to enter this plane safely without taking the necrotic damage. Come along with us, Taziel. The rest of you wait here.
I'll march off.
Taziel's gonna look. Well, Red Leaf is gonna look at Taziel and see if there are any other weapons on her, just in case she gets a little bit too eager about it. She doesn't want her.
You know that Taziel carries a crossbow and has definitely got at least one more knife.
Right. Red Leaf is going to try to take her invisible mage hand and remove both of those things
I think
without her knowledge.
in the time leaving, you'll only have time to remove one. You must choose the crossbow or the knife.
Well, the crossbow seems a little bit ridiculous. It's like, I'm gonna give my blood. No, so she's gonna take the knife if she can.
Taziel, is this knife hidden about your person?
I think she would wear, because she has 2 daggers. One's already been taken. So the second one is probably worn in a sheath on her belt.
Okay, so it's not hidden.
So no, it'd be possible to take it.
Okay. So let's set, because this, I don't think this is contested because you're not really going to be doing anything. You're not holding it or anything. We've possibly. Oh, there she's back. So we'll set this as a DC 14 to try and remove the knife.
I see the mage hand going for the weapons, and I want to counterspell it.
It's invisible, so you can't see.
Oh, it's totally invisible.
That's because I'm an arcane trickster.
Do I see the weapons moving away from Taziel?
Can I make a stealth check about it?
I don't see why not. Stealth check versus Dave's passive perception.
Yeah.
25.
Yep, higher. Sorry, Taziel, try to keep you armed. Carry
It's
on.
alright. I don't
She's got a
actually have anything
crossbow,
else to
she's
use.
fine.
I'll just Eldritch Blast at myself. It's a lot more dangerous. Okay, yeah, I'm just following off after this guy.
Okay, so you will follow on. Still thinking you have a knife at your belt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to the council as like, while our friend is doing this, is there a place where me and the rest of my companions may retire and wait? Perhaps a side room.
Blackjack goes, well, yeah, I can take you to a side room if you want. Bit boring though. I could also take you on a little tour around the gardens.
Yes. Please.
I would like that very much.
Yeah, the
Actually, please isn't a word that Dave knows. Forget I said that. Just yes.
just yes. So he'll begin leading you outside. Red Leaf, it's up to you if you follow or not.
She's gonna hold on to the dagger with one hand and then put it into her belt, and then follow.
Okay. And as he gets outside, he'll be like, "Well, actually, this is really Iobe's thing here. Looking at all of this stuff. You know, I know enough about it to tell you about things. So you can see that over here we've got all the lovely roses, which is obviously you know, which is very pretty. Lots of reds and blues and yellows.
Can you tell me something?
What would you like to know?
Why are you not talking to them?
What do you mean?
The plants.
Oh, they just make lots of noise, really, don't they?
I mean, I can understand not talking much to the roses because they are always talking in trees and don't have much to add. But what about the trees? They seem to be very wise and just as long-lived as you are, right? Shouldn't that be interesting conversation? They are your neighbors, after all.
Honestly, I do talk to trees occasionally, but find them to be a bit stuffy and most forgetful. Speak to a tree today, speak to him tomorrow, he'll say exactly the same things. He doesn't remember you at all.
They don't? Huh. I wonder why that is. Do you think that as a fae you could teach the trees magic? To save them from fire?
See, the problem with saving them from fire is you'd have to teach them the basics of magic, which means they'd also learn how to cast fire. And,
Yeah, that sounds like a bad idea. That's a fire. That's a forest fire in the making right there, right?
Oh, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Dave would like to go over to the roses. Now that she's heard that the roses here talk, she would like to go and have a conversation with the roses.
Okay.
So she kind of wanders up to the border where there's a nice selection of blooms, I imagine.
Uh-huh.
Ridley's gonna look around. Are there any tables nearby? Maybe with wine on them?
Yeah, it can be.
Or is there anyone near? She's gonna. Well, he's gonna keep an eye out for a table that's either distracted or unoccupied, and kind of duck to the side and grab a bottle of wine and then come back.
So I look up to the highest bloom I can see on this rose bush, and I say, the high ground is always good.
And the roses, 3 of them lean forward and go, "Hello, you what? High ground?"
It is written.
I don't know. Do you? No, I don't.
Be among us and be free.
We're rooted. Most sturdily. Can't move.
And Dave seems delighted by this conversation. Dave is having the best time. She's getting new words she's very excited about. She says, "It's a good thing we're friends."
We're friends? I guess we are now. Well, she said so.
I like you.
Oh, that's it. Yep, here I go. We're all blushing.
She just kind of continues going through like various stock phrases to get like more reactions. I'm trying to think if she actually has anything like meaningful that she wants to ask that I can somehow successfully communicate. So if you want to hop to someone else while I figure this out.
Yeah, sure. Let's hop to Falja first, then we'll go to Redleaf after.
Yeah, I'm in this very earnest conversation with this fae about how to teach trees magic, and that's not a good idea, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I just trail off by saying, then I might have to come up with something else to save them from the fire, right? Something more passive than actual spellcasting?
Yeah, wax, maybe.
Wait, what?
Think about it. Cover all the trees in wax, and they'll have a layer of protection from the fire, but also a bit more fuel. So at least they'll have time to cry for help.
And who would go around and cover them with that?
Well, I thought you were volunteering.
I'm not going to cover. I'm looking for some form of magic, I guess, to solve that problem. I'm
Or-
thinking about it. But I don't think that covering them with stuff. I mean, there must be a reason why they are not covered. I think they need the sun, right?
The sunlight, yeah.
Yeah. So we can't just cover them up. They might die then.
Oh, right, yeah, I suppose. We don't cover the leaves, I guess.
But wouldn't they then still burn? And I
Yeah,
mean,
that's true.
you use wax for candles, so
Well, there was this crazy bloke who was in the Rose Court some years ago who came up with the idea of fighting forest fires with fire. Like burning strips of trees out of the forest to try and stop the fire from spreading. We threw him out. He was going to like literally burn down trees to stop trees from burning down. It's craziness.
I still would like to talk to that person. That sounds very interesting to me. I say, and my hair is crackling very long.
It's,
With
yeah.
fire dancing around my fingers. Yes, fighting fire with fire. If there would be a way to do that, that would be very good. I think I could do that.
Yeah. I guess that would be interesting to you. He says sort of like eye in your hair as it starts crackling and sparking. And we'll pan across to Redleaf. Redleaf, sitting at this table, you can find a bottle of wine. What do you do with the dagger that you last stole from Taziel?
I mean, I took it in my hand and put it in my belt.
As you take it in your hand, it begins to sparkle and tingle, and small motes of light come off it. As it slowly begins to disappear.
Oh, and like he drops it.
It doesn't hit the ground, it disappears before it hits.
Just gonna take the bottle of wine. Gonna poke his feet around where the dagger was supposed to hit. Is there anything there?
Nothing there.
Just gonna take a swig of wine and just turn around and just go with the group, pretending nothing happened.
Take a swig of wine, begin whistling, and oh, thank you, Nerdsmith.
Scrap, we're actually on another viewer decision. We just hit 21 retweets.
Yeah, I lost the thing some time ago. I've literally just been looking for it. See, I've got a different thing up. Okay, cool. I will find that shortly. But awesome. I will roll that out now. In fact, let's go for one, two. Did I roll the first one?
I think so. I think you said you did.
I think that might have been one from Tweeter of Vecna.
Oh.
Anyway, Dave, it'll go to you. Please roll a wild magic search.
Oh. Okay. Hold on. And as this is kind of going on, Dave leans into the roses and says, "There are assassins afoot. Every tale has two sides. Nothing in life is certain. There is always a chance."
Is this bird making any sense to you? None to me. I've got no idea. Assassins are afoot!
Yes.
With the secateurs! Not the secateurs. No, don't trim us.
If you step too close to the fire and you are not immune, you will get burned. 299, please, Scraticus.
Your joints begin to feel very stiff. You begin moving like a
Daisy.
marionette.
Oopsie daisy. Fasha! Oopsie daisy!
As soon as I hear Dave scream, I look over my shoulder and start rushing towards her. Forgotten the conversation about fire fighting fire.
So,
Dave is more
Redleaf,
important.
you will come out seeing Dave and Fauja running together. Dave has clearly been hit by another wild magic surge. And behind Fauja, there's not one blackjack attack, but two.
Oh,
Sorry. She just, well, he just gulps it down. Ugh. Are y'all having fun?
Oopsie daisy!
There's
You
more
have-
of the crazy magic.
Well, I don't exactly know how to dispel any of this, so good luck.
Thank you very much!
Y'all have fun. I'm gonna go head back inside. I'm just gonna turn around.
Be among us and be free! We're a weird tent, okay?
We'll pan
Wait,
back. Sorry.
No,
Carry on.
sorry.
No, carry on.
It's like, at least you're flying now. Just walks away.
Well-
In a perfect mimic of Tazil's voice, Dave will call Redleaf's name.
What?
She's just there, just marionetting at Redleaf.
Do you want me to help? What?
Yes.
I mean, you're from here, right? Can't you help her?
Snap fingers. Summon gust. Oh, little guy, know anything about this?
Fire!
Fire?
Ah!
I don't think fire's gonna help.
Ah!
Right. And he's gonna walk up over to Dave and is gonna try to tug at their leg and pull them down.
That's why it wouldn't work.
When I see you do that, I try to help you. Pull her down.
Mhm.
Whoopsie daisy.
Wait a second. It does look like she's been pulled in the air by something, right?
She just,
Like, invisible strings, I guess.
yeah.
That's set fire, right? I say, and my hands ignite. I could try to hit whatever is pulling her up, and I take careful aim and throw fire at whatever seems to be holding her.
I like
But,
sharp
like-
things better.
So like 2 feet above her head or something.
Yeah, that'll do. It'll hit the fire thing, and Dave tumbles to the floor.
Let's go! Well, you're down now.
And the wild magic surge is broken.
Woohoo. I think that is why they've chosen Gus to lead the rebellion. Such a smart guy.
Such a smart guy.
Gus looks embarrassed, starts kicking the dead.
Yes, I know you said fire. Yes. Don't sulk. Oh, you are sulking right now. Don't even start. I will put you back in your astral room. Don't start with me.
Dave kind of conspiratively looks at Gus and goes, "You what?" Because Dave has no idea what Gus is saying. You what?
Huh?
Yeah?
Where's it? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yes.
Red leaf!
What? Stop playing with the bird.
Stop
Alright,
playing with the
so-
bird.
Okay, that's done. Now we got 2 of these guys. All right, are you both the same person? Looking at the 2 copies.
Well, I'm me, and everyone says, well, I'm me. I guess we
All right,
are.
well, guess what? You're now twins. Congrats.
Ah, it's alright. Another wild magic surge, it'll pass.
Hmm.
Until then, at least I've got someone I can have a decent conversation with, eh?
Excuse me?
No, it's just a joke. I've very much enjoyed our conversation.
Okay.
Douse the fire. Bonfire, all right. Not it. Oh, gosh. Here, wine, and he's gonna push the wine towards the two clones.
Thank you. And as we begin to drink and sort out our stuff in the thing, let's head over to Taziel.
Mhm.
Tazi, you find a elf with large glasses and a coat. He doesn't need them. There's no such thing as health and safety in this realm, but I don't think it would look right if he didn't have them. He as you come in, he's like, oh, hello.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm acceptable.
Acceptable?
Yes.
I might have a tincture that can make you better.
That's all right. Perhaps later. Now we were going to look into accessing the realm the Archfey has absconded to, I believe.
Oh yeah, I've only had a brief briefing of the briefest kind, but I was briefed that you're going to give me some necromantic resistant blood.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, brilliant. All right.
What's the best way to extract it?
Well, best way really is just take it straight out one of your veins. And he pulls out this massive syringe.
Fine.
Now you're not going to squirm, are you?
Oh, I can't say for sure. But I have plenty else on my mind right now to occupy me.
All right. Well, hold still. And he puts this large needle straight into your arm. Gotta do it nice and slow, otherwise, I don't want to, take it all too quick. In fact, I'm not even really pulling the plunger, it's just the pressure of your blood pushing it.
Right.
Dramatic.
That's good to hear.
Alright, that should be plenty.
Oh, thank God for that. What do we need to do to it?
Well, I'm gonna go and boil it up with some other things that I've been working on, and hopefully it will give us a tincture that will give us resistance to necrotic damage.
Right, okay.
You can give me a hand if you like.
Yes, please, anything to speed up the process.
Alright. How are you at stirring?
I can stir.
Excellent.
That's fine.
First of all, start stirring this with this, and tell me what colour it goes.
Okay.
Don't stir it too fast, don't stir it too fast.
Okay.
You want to mix it, you don't want to, damage anything. And
Right,
he's going to go off and start working with, an alembic and a calcinator and other things, and...
Just kind of stirring, waiting for the colour change.
well, you put red blood in it, and it slowly goes yellow.
Of course, perfect sense. It's gone yellow!
Oh, that's no good. We want it to go black.
Should I stir it harder?
No. That's a wasted one. Pour that one away. Put some more blood in, and this time add some of them leaves over there.
Fine, and I go to look for my dagger.
It's in your sheath.
Right, okay, excellent. Okay. I want to make a cut that's big enough for me to try and get some blood out.
Oh no, I took plenty. There's loads of blood. You don't need to take more.
Oh, I thought you said it was wasted.
No, just a little bit I put in that vial.
Oh, for goodness, okay.
Just take some more from the big pot of blood there.
Okay, fine. Blood. And I put it where it's meant to go, and I guess I start. Do you need it with you, or have you made another tincture? What's happening here?
Well, just mix it. It should hopefully start going black. Blue would be all right, but black's best.
Right. I start stirring again.
And he's lighting things and changing ratios, and a small tiny droplet of clear fluid comes out. And he's like, right, what colour is it now?
What colour is it now?
Sort of midnight blue, very close to black.
It's a very, very dark blue.
All right, brilliant. Bring it over here,
Close
quickly.
enough?
Bring
Alright,
it, bring it.
over.
And he just takes a single drip of this clear fluid and puts it in the thing. Immediately, The whole thing goes pink.
Please tell me that's meant to happen.
Don't know. What we should do now is test it on someone and see if they're resistant to necrotic damage. Do you know any necrotic spells?
Now you mention it, I do.
Oh, brilliant. Now we just need a volunteer to have tested on.
All right, hold on. I know someone who'll be very willing.
Hang on. Don't tell the rest of the council. They don't like us hurting people in the name of experiments. It'd just be easier if,
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah. They all get real stuffy about hurting people in the name of progress.
I mean, we're hurting someone to save people, so...
Still.
I'm sure they'd be very willing. And I will dash back out the way I came, and I'll be looking around for the others.
So,
Redleaf?
We're still outside, right?
yeah, you were just about starting to drink wine and stuff. Like, this would have been happening during your shenanigans, talking to the plants and talking to Jack Dack and losing the dagger and everything.
I'm just kind of calling for him pretty loudly.
Yes. Well, that's her. Come on, Elle. I think she's done. And she's alive. Oh, come on.
Hello,
And she's gonna
Jack
start
Dack.
walking.
How are you? And you?
Oh, three of you shut up. And walk past the roses.
This scientist, Taziel, leans into you as you address Jack Dack, and he's like, I'll distract Jack Dack. Give someone that potion, hurt them, and see if they get hurt.
All right. Relief, I need your help.
Oh,
So,
Jack Dack! Oh, the things we need to talk about.
And I would like to take Redleaf's hand and just dash with them back into that kind of scientisty room.
Whoa, what's going on?
We have to test the elixir.
Okay. How do we
Of
do that?
course. I mean, firstly, you're going to take some of it, and then I'm gonna hit you with something very small, and we're gonna see if you're resistant. I promise it will be very small.
First off, no. Second off, doesn't he have, like, test things for this?
No, this is the only way. Do you want to save your father or not?
Then I can just take a dagger, cut the palm of my hand,
Does your
and see
dagger
if
do
it
necrotic
heals.
damage?
No. At least
And
not that I know of.
Well, it has to be necrotic damage because that's what we're trying to create a resistance to.
And Dave and Falja have followed because we saw where they were going, right?
Yeah, I would have said, right?
And
Didn't we
behind
all
you,
go in there?
I guess you are now, yeah. But behind you, you'll hear the scientist being like, "Oh, have you seen the blooms on these roses? Blooming heck! Look at them. They've gone. Look at that one back there. Do you think that's an illness? That looks like it might be an illness spreading through the plants. Don't you think?" Like,
First of all,
Dave
I
hops
am
into the
not.
room.
I haven't got time. I can
I
make
am
it
not
small.
comfortable with you casting a spell, especially since the last time you did it nearly blew a hole through a building.
Yes, but this time I'll hold back, right?
I don't think that's how that works.
What
Well,
are we
they
going to
said
do with
before-
all of you?
Yes, what
Yes,
is going
precisely.
on?
Listen, they said before, if you cast spells at kind of half capacity, it'll just do the normal amount. And I know a spell that will deal a very small amount of necrotic damage. And with any luck, it'll be reduced massively by the resistance anyway. And I can heal you straight after.
Dave will hold out her wing for the elixir.
Falja,
Yes.
you get the strong urge that Dave should not be hurt.
No, you should not do that. I put your hand down. If someone does it, then I will do it.
Are you sure?
Gosh,
I mean,
and like she's just gonna snatch the potion and just down it.
all right.
All right, can we do this outside? Because I don't want to exactly have my guts on the
Well,
walls
no, because I
everywhere.
don't want the rest of the council to see.
Why?
Because it's against the rules. We haven't got time to argue about this.
I'll creep to the door. I'll creep to the door and I'll stick my head out and I'll do the mime of keeping watch so Tazzy can see that I'm gonna keep watch.
I promise I'll heal you right afterwards. It won't be much. It'll be barely a pinprick.
By the way, this tastes like spoiled milk and iron. Ugh.
Well, if that's what it takes to stay further. And
Alright, fine,
your
just hit me.
friend?
Just hit me.
Okay. And because it's the only spell I have that deals necrotic damage, I will cast Hex on Redleaf.
Well, Hex doesn't do damage. You
It does necrotic damage if I then poke you with something.
Okay.
Alright. And then I would take my dagger, which I bring up, and just do the tiniest little paper cut on, I guess, your hand.
Ow.
And I'm sorry. And it deals 1d6 necrotic damage from Hex.
Well, so I want 3 checks to see if this works. The checks are up to you. You may choose what they are.
Right.
What do you think are the 3 most important things, and who's going to do them?
Making sure no one else sees. I guess making sure it's not too deep a cut. Trying to be very precise about it.
Doesn't have to all be you, Tazzy. You can get other people to take some checks as well. But stealth is certainly a good suggestion. Does anyone else have any suggestions?
I'll take stealth to keep my mouth shut. And not scream as 12 points of necrotic
performance
hit me.
could
It
also
won't
work.
be
Yeah.
12. It'll be
What
5.
if
I'm doing
what-
stealth.
what if
Nine.
I see someone coming and in response to that I'll do a performance or something to distract them since I'm at the
Yeah.
door keeping an eye out for someone.
Okay,
That's
so
a good
it
idea, and I would
sounds
help
like-
you.
Or
I
a
was going to
deception.
say I could do sleight of hand to make sure I'm very steady. Do the
You know what?
tiniest
You should
little-
do sleight of hand and just stab Redleaf when they're not paying attention and just get it over with.
So it sounds like we're using all of our checks to keep things hidden. What about making sure the elixir works? Would anyone like to do an Arcana check on the elixir?
I have no
Or something
arcana.
like that?
Arcana's not really my jam.
Fair.
I
okay.
got 4 in Arcana. I can do that.
Do
Have only
it.
nature.
I mean, since it's going to be in Redleaf's bloodstream, it would make sense for Redleaf
Out
to
of-
track the
Yeah, that's
All
true.
the casters here, the rogue somehow has the best Arcana.
Hey, I'm a charisma caster.
I'm wild magic.
Nature magic! I don't care about the karma.
We're all doomed. We're all doomed. Oh, well, 24.
Well, yeah, on a nat 20, it turns out this has been perfectly mixed. So we got a 29 for stealth, a 24 for Arcana. Tazzy, what did you want your last check to be?
I will use my advantage. And I want to do sleight of hand to make sure I barely graze him.
Oh, and a nat 20 on my distraction.
Okay, perfect. So you have got the whistling bird standing by the door down to a T.
And if someone gets too close, I do something dramatic so it looks like I have a wild magic surge, and that's my deception where I'm pretending to have a wild magic surge.
Oh, what?
going
I
on.
rolled a nat. Okay, well, I guess I don't really need to roll the second dice even though I use my advantage because I got a nat 20.
Yeah. Okay. So all the nat 20s on these checks. Potato Hollow. It turns out they didn't need to use their nat 20s. They had them coming. Yeah.
RNGesus was on our side.
RNG's
today.
very much wanted this to work. So when you stab Redleaf, Redleaf only takes regular slashing damage. You don't feel any black magic hitting you.
Ow.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Then he's gonna slap you. Ow.
I know, I deserve it. I deserve it. That's fine. Do you feel any necrotic damage?
I don't even know what that means, but it's just a cut. It's a really bad cut. Ow.
Dave is gonna nudge Fauja and look for the good berry pouch. This is what you do when someone gets hurt. You look for the good berry pouch.
So how much
Hand
did
it
I
over
take?
to you.
12 damage?
Yeah, so
7.
no, you would.
7 slashing, of course.
Owie.
Give you my
Wait, I
full
was like,
pouch.
hold
Blood
on, hold on.
everywhere.
Wasn't I thought I was? I mean, my point was to roll sleight of hand, so I didn't do much damage, and it would be a tiny cut, but it would be the necrotic damage from Hex is activated.
So it's just a regular little slash, and it's like a paper cut. He's being a big old girl. Sorry, that's not a very PC thing to say,
That's
is it?
not very nice.
No, he's being
It's 7 points of damage.
It's
No.
not, it was held back.
It's just like a paper cut.
We
It's-
just retconned it so that it's not.
Yeah,
seven
it's
points
like-
And I'll
damage.
also
Alright, so-
retcon my speech
so-
to saying he's just being a Jesse.
So Taziel,
Over-dramatic.
Over dramatic, thank you.
You're welcome.
Taziel doesn't get slapped then. It's just like, ow.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It'll
Fine.
be worth it. Do you feel
No.
anything? Apart from the paper cut.
Riley's gonna take a step towards you, and then stumble,
I catch him
And then-
in my arms.
and then pretend to faint in your arms.
Relief! I'm like, slap his cheeks.
I dive for the good berry pouch.
I give you the
rolled
berry
a nat
pouch.
one. I rolled an add 1 on that deception.
Yeah, so he is. There's nothing wrong with him.
I just drop him on the floor.
Ah!
I swallow the good berry.
I say to Dave, I don't think there's much wrong with him. It's just a wuss.
Right, it works. We need to call in the dude, the other guy, and we need to go to this place. Oh my god, we wasted so much time.
And you can hear.
I'm gonna go over to Taziel and place my hands on her arms. There's still like some berry staining my lips, or my beak even, and I say, "I like you."
I just kind of
Weird
collapse forward and give her a big hug.
And I give her a hug.
Dave, I just want to get my brother back.
And I just keep hugging her just for a little bit longer than you would normally hug someone. And then I will let her go. And I will take her hand and I will drag her towards the door because we got shit to get done. And I turn and I look to Patron and go, tasty.
Yeah, good, right? And I grab Taziel's other hand and join the merry group.
And I'll take the one good berry that was still kind of left in my free hand and I'll just chuck it over my shoulder towards Redleaf so Redleaf can just try a good berry because they're good. It's in the name.
I'll catch it.
Hey, do we have enough of the potion to use it?
I mean, he mixed up quite a big vat of it. This was just one sample, I think.
Okay,
yeah,
then let's grab that and then go.
Uh,
Well, grabs the bush.
As you get towards the door, you can hear in the corridor, well, you never know. Just didn't want there to be an outbreak of, some sort of terrible plant disease amongst the roses. Not in the rose court, that would be terrible. I know there's wards, I know, but anyway, must get on with my work. See you later. And he comes in and he's like, did it work? Did it work?
Yes.
Yes.
Can
Excellent.
we go now?
Yes. How did he take it? Did he just drink it or did you stab him with it?
Both.
No, I mean the fluid. Did you inject it or did you drink it?
Oh, he drank it. Then I stabbed him. For the sake of testing it.
Damn. And that's... So you didn't inject... Damn, that's potent. Okay, brilliant. Well then, there should be enough for all of you. Just all of you have a little drink, and you should be able to get to this other plane without any necrotic damage.
Can you send us there?
No, but Jackadak can.
All right, guys. I
If
guess
he
toast is
asks,
in order.
no one was harmed during the creation of this elixir.
No.
Of course not.
Do you even have a degree?
What?
What?
A degree? What's that?
I'm gonna have to talk to my dad when we get him back. Never mind. It's fine. Everybody, let's go.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Knock it
It's
back.
cat.
Like shots.
Yup. Like really cheap vodka shots that you really don't want to touch your tongue. You're like, straight back there.
Redleaf doesn't know how potent these things are, so he's gonna grab like 4 more bottles and stuff them into a bag, just in case.
Oh, what, the elixir? He only made one.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Is there any left after we're done that Redleaf could take?
Yeah, it should be. There would be enough for you all to take a drink. You'd be aware that this is all you've got, so you could make it so that you all have some.
Capture!
Yes,
I'll hold out what's left.
you're right. Definitely. Thank you. Oh. Right, I guess we go find Jack.
Oh, and save them. Yes.
Yes.
And I look expectantly at Jacoda.
Or if he's back
Jack,
out in the hallway, I'll
yeah.
head back out there.
Oh, hello. I hear good things.
Yes, it worked.
Yes.
Can you send us to that other plane now, please? I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
I was short with you earlier, but the people who are stuck, they mean a lot to me.
It's all right. At my height, a lot of people are short with me. Let's go. And he'll start walking you towards like a scrying room.
You know, Tazzy, if he's gone, at least you don't have to complain about him spending all the gold anymore. It's gonna give her a
Ordinarily, I
nice
would
pet.
Ordinarily, I would find that funny. I'm sorry.
He-
This hasn't happened for a long time.
He's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna be fine. We'll get through this. Just don't let your don't let your fears get ahead of you. Just one step at a time.
Like a phoenix rising.
Sure, we'll
Last
go with
time this
that. Like a
happened, I
phoenix.
ended up in prison.
Yeah, and who bailed you out?
I mean,
You-
you
you don't-
did.
I mean, it all worked out at the end, so
Yeah. Right.
Yes, you are not alone in this. We have your back.
Thanks.
Can do this.
So he arrives at the at this circle and he begins ritual casting. It'll take about 10 minutes.
by the way, Tazzy, here's your knife back, and he's gonna hand back the first knife that was taken and give it back to Tazia.
Thank you. I mean, you know I had a second, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay. Not that it would have made a whole lot of difference. Ugh, needles.
Relif visibly sweats.
Is that anything? Sorry. Please go on.
So it's probably going to be dangerous and weird. I suggest that we don't split up.
I agree.
And if there's something that's not Rapture or my father, we stab them. Or
Oh,
shoot
I
them,
agree.
or anything.
I warn you now. If I get carried away in there, you need to give me some space. And Redleaf, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, about a good 30 feet away. Yeah.
To be safe, yeah.
She has a tendency to explode.
Explode with fire?
Not quite.
The fire of her heart, if that works.
That's a very romantic way of putting it.
Well, I am a romantic.
Let's just stay away, maybe. Just give the warning sign and then we step away and then you can do whatever it is you're doing.
It'll be obvious.
Dave
Yeah,
hearing
she-
this plan is very quiet as she remembers the rows of beds and she remembers that one woman that was already dead and isn't contributing to the conversation of blowing everything but 2 people up.
All right.
Well, after 10 minutes, as silence descends amongst your party, is this a comfortable silence or is it sort of awkward?
I think it's it's determined silence coming from Tazzy.
And the rest of you?
Red Leaf is going to stealthily, or as stealthily as she can, use her invisible mage hand to poke Faja constantly in the head when she's not expecting it.
Okay. Can I do, I don't know, some form of check to find out where that comes from?
Why a magic surge is coming for your head, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. If it's a wild magic surge
The
or...
17, the sleight of hand.
Okay, I'm interested where you're going with this. Where all of you are going.
Oh,
I'm
Red Leaf is
waiting
just
for this portal.
waiting and is just being a butthead.
Yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
waiting impatiently for the ritual to be cast.
Mhm.
Stealing myself.
So can I do, I don't know, perception or so to find out what is hitting me and why? Or where it's coming from? If it's wild magic, or if it's something that has to do with the plants here, or the fake card, or...
Make me either an Arcana check.
Mhm.
Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my advantages. 9.
On a 9.
I guess 9?
Fine.
9.
9.
I think Dave was sat there like just really quiet and just remembering the experience of being in that place and trying to think of all the things that she wants to remember about it in case we do go there, we get back there. Things that might help, things that she might remember. But then as she notices like Bowser reacting to something, Dave is gonna turn and try and pay attention, having had a lot of wild magic surges already. And make sure Bowser's okay.
Poke, 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 poke. Poke.
There are wizards afoot.
As you are getting ready to go, thanks to a donation from chat, Jackadak finishes the portal and turns to Dave and says, "You've been there before, right?
Yes.
Look, there's not much I can give you, but maybe this will help. It was made by a dryad, out of their own hair. It's kind of, it takes a lot of time and honor to make. It's a great honor, and it should help your charisma." And he passes you a cloak.
I will remove the sheet. Did the sheet come with me?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I'm gonna take off the sheet. And I'm gonna give it, fold it really quick and give it to Taziel. This is an artifact from the place, so it could be useful later if we ever need to go back there or something. And I'll take the cloak. And I'll pull the billowing orange one off of my shoulders. And I'm gonna drape that on Fauja's shoulders. So she has that, and then I'll put the new one on too. Thank you very much.
It seems to hang almost dead compared to the Cloak of Billowing, which is always moving. But you do feel extra charismatic. Your charisma score is increased to 21 for all the time you wear this cloak.
I kind of bend down and I just do a quick gust cantrip so that my cloak goes up, and it makes me happy again. and I go back to sitting next to Fauja and trying to figure out where the wild magic is coming from that's picking on us both today.
Alright, so time for debriefing. Look, I've been using this scrying to not only create a portal, but also to have a look around. And he wipes his hand over the this watery portal that you can see. And he just goes, "Right, now you can see your friend is here in this, I don't know what it is, some sort of weird room. I can't put you right there. The closest place I can put you is down the corridor all the way over here. Down in this thing, it's got a big sign. Looks like it says main reception in some sort of weird font. But there you go. That's the closest I can get you."
Is there anyone else? How many between us and him?
Well, this is the strange thing. I can't see anyone. I'm not sure if that means that there isn't anyone, or if my magics just can't see them.
Come, let us go. We march.
Maybe I should go in first, just to make sure that there's nothing trying to ambush us.
Red leaf, please. And grab your shoulders. We're not splitting up in this place. I'm not sending you in there alone.
I'm not saying split up. I go in, take a step, look around, and if I don't see anyone, I pop my head back in. You guys come in.
Jack Attack, does it work like that?
No, once you land, you can't come back, mate. You have to find your own way back, the same way you did. Looks at Dave.
Redleaf, we can all protect each other and ourselves. I feel if we go together, we might stand a better chance.
On the floor between us all, I conjure the image of the exit sign using minor illusion.
It's a weird thing. It's like a green block writing thing that illuminates light. It's like a light bulb with exit written on it. Some sort of strange lantern that doesn't flicker.
Is this something you saw today?
Yes.
Right. I mean, exit suggests it's the way out. Maybe that's where we go as soon as we find my brother.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
everyone hold hands. We're about to go on an adventure. Make sure you keep your hands inside the portal at all times. Make sure you're facing front and center. Is everybody good to go?
Ready.
Y'all got your snacks hydrated?
I give Dave a quick hug and a kiss on the beak and say, "Thank you for the cloak. And this time, don't go away, okay?" Grab
Poke.
your hand.
I
Poke, poke,
I
poke,
quickly
poke.
turn to Fauja. Fauja, I'm sorry. It's a lot's happened. I didn't have time to say. Dave is back, and you're still willing to do anything to help. I've never really been in that situation before, so thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, I promised, and I have my honor. And if I promise something, then I will see it through.
You are my friend, okay?
That too. We are friends, and I will help you.
Well, you're certainly too honourable for Waterdeep. He doesn't deserve you.
So I
So-
imagine that Dave has Falsha's hand, Falsha has Taziel's hand, and Taziel has Redleaf's hands. We're like a little...
Like a line.
And we can all just sideways huddle if the portal's too small for us to go in a complete line.
I imagine it more like in Mary Poppins, right? When they all together
Jumping
step
into
through.
the picture.
Yes.
And at that point, Dave is going to reach up to try and take Redleaf's hand, so we form a complete circle. That way, there's no weak bonds because we're all bonded to someone else.
All right. Well, good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You save Autumn Wind. Let him know that I'll have a pint waiting for him.
Will do.
As long as he shares a pint with the rest of us.
Sorry. Missed that last bit.
I just said as long as he shares a pint with the rest of us.
Ah. He's like, yeah, probably. We'll see where you come out, I guess, and how you come out. All right, through you go. Come on, I can't keep this up forever.
Redleaf is just gonna pull everyone in. Like,
Let's go.
Forja's cloak billows dramatically.
Cascades up behind her.
Okay, so as you go through, you have the whole timey-wimey thing again. And,
Hi.
yeah, it's the rippling purple blues
Tighten my
all around.
grasp on Falsha and Redleaf's hand because I don't want to be separated again because it wasn't fun.
And I think it's a little early, but I think that's all we'll wrap up this week. And we'll enter the
Yes.
next plane next time.
Wow.
Indeed, a good spot.
I think this is
Smart.
a good point to also remind everyone in chat, if you want to enter to win a little book of Dave, you just need to type Phoenix in chat. And I
Yep.
can't remember which way around the E and the O go. I always get it wrong.
OE.
O-E. There you go. Phoenix, okay?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Okay, so guys, let's go round. Let's talk about how we're feeling, what our favourite part was, and where we can find each other online. We'll go in reverse order this time. So we'll start with Chorus RPG, who plays Redleaf.
hey guys. I think my favorite part was probably the dagger disappearing. I don't know if it's gonna come back or not, but whoops. As for where you can find me, I'm Chorus RPG. I'm going to be on Saturdays. I don't know if we're doing it this week because one of my players is doing something on Sunday. But on Saturdays, I have my own D&D show called Firelight, where I run guests through their own personalized one-shot each week. Guest this week is Chris Greer, and Chris and I are also going to be on my new show on the Soul Bear RPG Twitch channel called the Shattered Eye, where I'm going to be DMing my my homebrew sword and sorcery campaign world. and I'm going to be running him, Kika, Vio, Wandering DM, and Deirdre Donlon through their own adventure, and we'll see if they survive or if they die.
Excellent. And next around we have Rachel or Talinia. Very talented artist, by the way.
No. Yeah, so I am at Talonier on Twitter. I should really make sure that my Twitch name is the same. That's a very poor oversight on my part. Anyway, yeah, so favorite moment of today's session. I don't know, I just love all the conversations, like right at the end, just having that kind of affirmation of being like a party all in it together is really nice. So I really like that. I also stream on Mondays at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. EST. But the clocks are going back next weekend, which I'm gonna have to like make sure I don't forget. So that will change things. Anyway, yeah. So on Mondays I stream Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, and sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's pretty intense. It varies wildly, but yeah, that's pretty fun, and that's called Blood on the Thames. So if you've ever been interested in World of Darkness RPGs, check it out. I also do a lot of D&D artwork. I have kind of got commissions open at the moment. And I also make jewelry as well, D&D themed jewelry. And lastly, I am going to be at MCM Comic Con in London on Saturday, so I'm really excited. Hopefully gonna catch up with Scrat and Alice. They'll be so cool. And if anyone else is there, let me know, because I want to see as many beautiful faces as possible of you guys that kind of stepped into this community and just want to like meet everyone. So yay!
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Comic Con this weekend as well. It should be great. So next around we have the wonderful Tahina Andale. Oh hi, Tahina.
Hey everyone, I'm Tahina. You can find me on Twitter at Tahina_Andale. When I'm not rolling dice here, you can see me on this Sunday in Tomb of Annihilation. We are finally in the tomb, you guys. Horror and Fumbles and Fame. We were in Omu for the longest time, and now we finally managed to get in there, and it's creepy as very creepy. On Friday and Monday, it's also getting creepy because we're going to resume our Curse of Strahd game that day. And when I'm not rolling dice, I'm the Archdruid of the Mage College over at themagecollege.wordpress.com, I think. We're going to release Golden Eyes, Guide to Warlocks, and Fey and Wild next. But there's a lot of player resources on there, and just check it out. It's wonderful. Archmage Derek and his wife Kana do most of the work, honestly, over there. There's a lot of unique artwork. So I can only recommend it. Oh, and my favorite scene, today there were several. I loved the conversation with the plants, all of them. Dave's conversation with the roses were fun. But I think my favorite scene was the creepy nurse, because I was sitting there like, this is creepy as fuck. And then having Dave mimicry that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that was really creepy.
That was very well
keep
mimicked.
it warm, Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You said it. Don't you want me?
All right, it's creepy when you say it. Don't know why. Probably because I can't hear it when I say it. Next around we have the wonderful Charlie at Frost from Fire, who plays Dave. Oh, hi, Charlie.
Oh, hi. You know why you find it creepy? It's because I'm your Call of Cthulhu keeper.
Yeah.
And you know that voice is coming for you at some point.
No.
Yes, I am at Frost from Fire on Twitter. No O in the from. My favorite moment today, I loved running through the asylum. I thought that was really cool. I didn't know what had happened last week until today when my mum gave me a synopsis. Shout out to my mum who watches Charlie TV. So I really enjoyed that. But I also loved the same as Rachel, when we all got to come together in that moment and we'd all finally taken the elixir and it was like, we're gonna go and do this and it's probably not gonna be fun. But you know what? We're still gonna do it because that's what we do. And I think it was good that Taziel got to see that. And hopefully Redleaf will begin to forgive Falja and Dave for the chaos they have brought into her life. And hopefully we'll have time to appreciate Red Leaf's transformation at some point. I did want to comment on it as Dave, but there was a lot going on and it didn't seem like a good moment. But it's pretty cool when you have a character that changes their appearance like that. So yeah, lots of little favorite moments, and also like the Firebird baby conspiracies that Tahina and I are sharing. That's also a favorite moment right now as we try and figure out what's going on with Aja and Dave. Shout out to chat, you're amazing. Everything you contribute, whether it's the retweets, the donations, the support of this channel in general by being here, is amazing. It lets us play these games, and it makes it so much fun, and we get to share the adventure with someone, and that's really cool. So thank you so much. I am actually playing D&D again later tonight at 7 p.m. on Runaway Robot. I think it's Runaway Robot YT, maybe? That might just be a Twitter handle. It's something like that. But it's a spooky D&D one-shot. I'm very excited. It's very late for me, but I'm playing a reincarnation of Anna, who was my Curse of Strahd campaign character. Her soul finally free from Ravenloft, and she's finally got a soul on a material plane, and I'm just very excited to play that tonight. And then yeah, I will be back here next week, Monday and Tuesday. Mondays for Call of Cthulhu and Tuesdays for Wizards and Wardrobes. And I'm really sorry I missed last week, but I'm glad to be back.
And we're glad to have you back. Well, now, chat, this is your last chance. Phoenix, now, to enter the competition. I'll give you until quarter 2, and then I'm going to hit the roll it button, and we'll select a winner from today's show.
Quick reminder, this won't be shipped until December, because I do want it to be complete. But they will be going out in December from me to you.
Yeah, I think we'll do one more probably next week in the show, and we'll do another one on Twitter. That was free, right?
Yeah.
We'll do one on Twitter because I know there's a lot of people who tune in later on. They come and watch the VOD, and it'd be unfair to exclude them. But we'll do 2 for you live viewers and one for the people who catch up. And yeah, so Phoenix now to win your very own Book of Dave.
And I'm hoping to ask Rachel really nicely to let me include the beautiful artwork that she did of Dave in there. So you can have that. And other artwork that I have of Dave, hopefully.
As for me, here I am. Here are my social links. Guys, if you're not already in my Discord, it's an inclusive, safe space for you to come and play some... come and learn about, play some, do some TTRPGs. Come and be a part of it. It's amazing. If you want to get into a game, send me a DM on Twitter and I'll get you into a game. It's really as simple as that. I have some spaces in December. I'll be looking for more players over Christmas. And also I will be sorting out the January season soon. So please, as this transfer between seasons happens, sometimes I might leave you on hold a little bit. If you send me a message, I don't get back to you straight away. I promise I will do it as soon as I've got my time slots sorted. But trust me, wrangling DMs is a difficult task. Getting them all to confirm to times, it's difficult, but I'll get there, hopefully by November. Next up, I have a YouTube. That's the other thing in that command up there. A YouTube. Guys, check out the YouTube. You can catch up on all the previous shows, not only this season, but previous season as well. They are all in, they're all in on YouTube, and all the other games that we've run as well. All in collections and playlists and everything. All thumbnailed so you can find it easily. It's a wonderful thing. What else do I have? I also have a Patreon. We are full-time. So please consider supporting us from as little as $1. But don't worry if you can't. Everything on my Patreon is free. Well, not everything. Most of the articles on my Patreon are free. There is some stuff reserved for Patreons only. But if you guys want to go and check out, there we have both Rene and Archmage Derek, who is in the next game at 6 p.m. EST, who are writing articles for us, about 3 a month. So keep your eye out for those. And also we have merchandise, which we will be wearing when we meet up with Rachel this weekend at MCM Comic Con. We are full time. We really appreciate all your donations. We appreciate all your donations. We're well over 15% now of our monthly goal for costs. So thank you very much, everyone who donated today. You're very, very much appreciated. Thank you also to those people who donate with bits and subscriptions and everything else. Patreons, all of you. Really appreciate it. Thank you for making this possible for me. Thank you. Merch, things. Sponsors! We have 2 sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm Publishing. Bird in the Storm Publishing. Sorry, I nearly choked on nothing then. Check out their Twitter. Jay and Tool School. I always do that. Tool School and Bird vs. Plane. They do most of their stuff for charity. So worth checking them out. They both run Twitches entirely for charity. They also do other things, and they'll be creating content as well for us, which will be happening in the new year minimum. And I'm hoping they'll finish off their second module of the Midnight Wield, which was 2 academies ago. We played the first one, so we can play that as well. Our second sponsor is featured a little bit today, Mage Hand Press. This command in chat shows you all about the Dark Matter book, which we play on Thursdays at 1 PM EST. It's a 5e reskin in space. Check out the free 30-page review and pre-order material there. But also today we were using the Fae Folio, which is also Mage Hand Press releases, although I don't have any links to it. I believe Tweeter Ravecna tweeted it earlier. It is 1:45. It is exactly 1:45. I timed that perfectly. So
I can't drum on my table very well, sorry.
let's roll it. The winner is Will the Engineer. Hang on a minute. Will the Engineer did not press the button. What?
Wild Engineer? I mean, I'm familiar with the Wild Engineer.
I know my statistics are telling me that they didn't actually press the
They
Say
didn't
Phoenix.
enter.
Yeah, which is interesting. But hey,
This is new for us, but congratulations, Wild Engineer.
this is new. Well, the
You know
Engineer.
what? Screw it. Let's do 2 today. We're gonna do 5 in total. We'll do 2 today, 2 another day, and 1 on Twitter.
Okay. The
We'll do
second one,
5.
of
We'll go
course,
crazy.
is Tweeter of Vecna.
Way!
One for every player in the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Justin and Well the Engineer, congratulations to both of you. Get in touch.
That's rigged. Rigged, Scrat. Giving one to your sponsor. I see how it is. Let's see games you play.
Meh. Hey, you can see it right there. That's a Nightbot thing.
No, it was
Nightbot
not rigged.
Nightbot is.
I mean,
is-
I would have happily taken bribery from Twitter Vecna for one, so this way's even better.
That's true. That's true. And you heard it here first. Charlie does accept bribery for one of these books. Send her a message if you really want one so badly. I
Yeah,
imagine
if you
she'd
really
be
do
Bell
want
out.
one, just message me and I'll sort it out.
Where's your honor?
Anyway,
So there we go. Yay!
next up, Raidy Roos. I believe our raid. There was a raid cry earlier, wasn't there? I saw something. What was it? It was something
Why
like.
don't talk to trees.
This is why I don't talk to trees.
Yeah,
Strong.
that's why I don't talk to trees.
That's.
I think that was Likes the Villain that suggested that, and it was a really good suggestion.
Oh, well, the engineer subscribes. Thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome. You have an at 1 or 20 to gift. If you let me know, I'll do it offline because we are going.
We're going.
We're going.
Away!
This is why I don't talk to trees. And here it is with the Scrat Hypes.
In the words of Dave, hiya!
I got somebody.
There we go. So we are going to go and pay a raid to our dear friend, another Rachel, Oh Baby 190, who will be on the show.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they're taking over. She'll be on the show later on tonight when we play the Curse of Strahd at 10 PM EST. So look forward to that. We're playing through the Death House. We're going into part 2. Should be a lot of fun.
Your
Yeah.
Death House is so good as well. I played through Death House. Your Death House is really scary.
Oh, thank you. I do my best. Yeah, we're live Monday to Thursday, 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM EST. We're also live on the Greyhawk channel at 1 PM EST on Fridays, and at 8 PM every other week here on Fridays. That's every other week, not including this week, so you can find us here next week at 8 PM EST. When we get in there, spam, though this is why I don't talk to trees. If you have ring spam, give her some ring spam as well. Derek, thanks for coming in, buddy. See you soon. Join in the raid. Let's go. Let's go. Catch you all later, everyone. Keep evoking emotions. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Next week, bye.